I'm Margaret Ruff. I work with the Cooperative Extension office here in Buncombe County. I do expanded foods and nutrition educational programs for the limited resource audience, and better known as FNEP. Today I chose a recipe that is called Tunaburgers, and I'm going to show you how to make a meal in a hurry. So when next time someone comes in and says, "What's for dinner?" you can have tuna burgers or tuna patty or whatever, however way you want to serve this. First of all, you've got to have 2 cans of tuna. You do need to drain them. I already have them drained, and I flaked it really well. Then it calls for an egg that's already beaten, which I've already done that. And it also calls for 1/4 cup of onions. You can add more, or you can add less, or you can do it without the onions. You do need something to hold it together, and we have breadcrumbs. And the recipe calls for 1 cup of breadcrumbs, but we need to divide that breadcrumb, so I've got half of it over here, and I'll show you what we're doing with that in a minute. Then a cup of cheese, and a 1/2 cup of ranch dressing. Low-fat ranch dressing, so we can eliminate a lot of the fat in our diet. And then you just mix it all up together. You can also do this same recipe using salmon. So if you plan to have a meal and with these tuna burgers and you forget, you can just substitute the tuna for salmon. Tuna is rich in omega-3. And if you've noticed, I put a lot of the My Plate requirements in this. We have vegetables, we have dairy, we have protein, and we also have some grain in it with the breadcrumbs. If you're like me and live out in the country and you don't have breadcrumbs handy always, you can make your homemade breadcrumbs just with using some bread and toast it in the oven and crumble it up. You can put it in your blender and make your homemade breadcrumbs. I never throw bread away. I store it in the freezer until I have enough to make a big batch of breadcrumbs. You take and pat it out, and then you coat it with the breadcrumbs. Spray your pan well with Pam. This is olive oil. You just spray it all and take and put your burger. If it starts falling apart like it is right now, just take and pat it back together a little bit more. Like that. Put it in your pan, and your pan will hold 6. Now, if you want to do this for a gathering, a large gathering, and you're just responsible for doing some snacks, you might want to try these as sliders. You can take and make just a small patty, coat it, put it in the pan, and you can do 9 to 12 patties like that. Instead of using a hamburger bun, like I've chosen today, and I did choose all wheat bread, instead of doing a big hamburger bun like this, you can do it with using the little hamburger rolls. When it's finished, it cooks 3 to 5 minutes on each side, and when you finish, just take and put it on your bun. You can add your condiments, add your tomato and lettuce, whatever else that you want to put on it. Even a pickle is good. Serve it with your oven-fried French fries, and you have a great meal. If you'd like the recipe, check out our website at buncombecounty.org.